So we are continuing our Red Sox franchise season sim. Episode 1, we began spring training. We simmed through spring training. We cleaned up our roster. We assigned guys that we needed to assign. We only really made one signing. We signed Irvin Santana as a depth starter, and we've simmed up until June 5th. We did do our first year player draft. So we did do the draft, which is typically held in the beginning of June usually. And so I'll show you those draft picks again. These were the guys that we picked in our draft. Not bad. It wasn't a terrible draft. I accomplished the goal I wanted to accomplish, which was we needed to bring in some decent depth prospect pitching, and I think we did just that. Wyatt Ramirez, 18, throws right. Big repertoire, good. 67 overall right now. Potential of a B. So we'll take that. Stamina looks good. His other stats are somewhat climbing. They'll begin to climb too as he is signed and starts to play minor league baseball next year. Break is good. Velocity pretty average, not bad. Slightly above average. Ks per 9, home runs per 9, and walks per 9. And he's tall. Another decent pitcher here, Ricky Schwartz, lefty. So nice. We got a righty and a lefty. Decent repertoire. Not just a 3-pitch pitcher. He's got multiple pitches. Again, another 67 overall. B potential. Good stamina. Good velocity. Good break. Good Ks per 9. Just about average control. But again, he's hopefully going to develop and grow. Our other decent pick that, again, I was targeting, we needed some depth prospect catching, which we don't have, and Manuel Ferreira fit the bill. He's a switch hitter, which is a really nice find for a catcher. 21, is a 63 overall for 21, but a big potential. You know, this is a guy that may start to find his way probably when he reaches his mid to late 20s. Pretty decent defensive catcher. Slightly above average blocking, slightly above average fielding. Arm strength right around average. Really good reaction. And you can see his plus numbers up at the top there. Plus 44 for contact. Plus 63 for blocking. Plus 30 for stealing. Not that he's going to be a speedy catcher. It's not why we got him. We got him to hopefully be a pretty steady catcher. Hopefully. And then the back end of the draft was okay. You know, we picked up a contact hitting, good plate guy, third baseman in Tim Casey. You know, yes, we have, Rafael Devers at third right now, but I could actually foresee moving Casey probably over to the first base, given that his defense is below average. Could be a situational hitter, bench guy, maybe a first baseman. I don't foresee him as a power threat, but who knows? I did want to pick up some outfield depth. Good speedy outfielder who's a good fielder. May turn into a semi-okay contact hitter, 18 years old. Again, I like his height and weight, given that he's an outfielder. A little bit more height. And to round it out, we did bring in a reliever, a lefty, who actually has those are not bad, terrible stats. Average Ks per 9, slightly above average home runs per 9, average clutch, above average control and velocity, and really good break on his pitches. He's a 3-pitch pitcher, but hopefully could be that lefty specialist down the road. So that was our draft. I wouldn't say it wasn't too bad. Let's just go around the league quickly here. Potential of a 91, this Trent Rubel guy. Wow. Potential to be a 97, Francesco Oida, first baseman. You know, I could actually see him as an outfielder. Let's look around here. Dalton Garcia, shortstop. Just looking at any 90s here. Alexi Rosado, shortstop. Antonio Melendez, closer. Hard thrower. Henry Ring, left fielder. Vickers, outfielder. Wow, he's a pretty good defensive outfielder. Good speed already. Chad Nunez, probably, I'm guessing, maybe one of the better starters. I mean, wow, great velocity. A lot of pitch selection. Forkball. Lefty. Not great stamina. Let's see, anybody else here? Dave Esquivel. Good velocity pitcher. Could be something down the road. Stuart Lawson. Jonah Pruitt with the old school mustache. Oh, I think we just found probably one of the best starters in that draft. Nolan Bird. Off to the Chicago Cubs. Manuel Rivera. Dave Devitt. Clint Beckman, probably one of the best catchers in the draft, maybe. Great defensive catcher. Just going through this quick. Chad Rupert. Phil Rupert. Good closer. Another good closer. Colorado Rockies. Good defensive catcher. What? I'm not watching TV. Sorry. Let's see. Sean Huber. Nice pitcher here. Maybe Salazar. Just looking quickly. Avery Becerra, and then we're back to us. All right. So, I don't think we have anybody in the All-Star vote. Chris Sale's on there, so he could probably make the team for the All-Star team, but it's still early. Let's look at our rotation here. Stat-wise, Sale having a great year so far. Rodriguez pitching well. We gave him that extension, so that's good. Nathan Eovaldi underperforming. I can't believe they signed him to that contract in real life. Irvin Santana, he's fine. He's just filling out. Let's see, anybody down here pitching really well? Ryan Weber. We really don't have any decent. So I think we're just going to stick with what we have here in Martin Perez, Eovaldi. I mean, I may look to the trade block to see, and a lot of our relievers not pitching overly well. Our relievers down here are pitching really well. Down in AAA, AA. We won't really touch any of this right now. Oops. Let's go to lineups. Benintendi playing pretty well, hitting at the top of the lineup. Bogarts playing really well. Devers is so. You know, let's swap Devers. Let's drop him a bit. No, he's really good against righties. Let's keep him there for now. JD, okay. Mitch Moreland actually playing pretty well. Pedroia playing pretty well. Verdugo, we'll keep him there. Christian Vasquez plays really well. Bradley Jr. is so. Kevin Pillar, not bad as a bench guy. Peraza playing really well. We're platooning Pedroia and Peraza. Peraza is playing against lefties. And then Plawecki's just our backup. Tate Matheny. Let's see. Let's just take a quick gander down here. Anybody jumping off the page here? Diego Rodriguez. Josh Akame. So see what I mean? Even though they're a D potential, see how it's green and it's growing. So he could change to a C. Could change to a potential of C. Jonathan Lucroy, CJ Chatham, Cesar Puello. Anybody in AA jumping off the board here? Josh Tobias. Batting average is pretty good. Austin Ray. Jeter Downs, who's a prospect. Hunter Wong, prospect. Jensen Whitty. Alright, so nobody's really jumping off the page. So we're going to keep on simming here. And AA, we'll just auto-utilize them. Michael Chavis. He's going to be injured for a few days still, so we'll just activate him. We'll add him to the bench. Ozinski, AA, we'll activate. Alright, let's place him on the bench. That's perfect. Let's go to our lineup and let's what we were playing. I think I was playing Chavis against lefties. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Good. Let's just keep it rolling here. Dylan McGrath, just a few days, so we'll keep him active. We'll auto-utilize him. Again, I pretty much auto-utilize players when they come back in the mind. As soon as I see AAA, AA, I just do auto-utilize. I'm not too finicky down there unless it's a big prospect that I want playing time for. Verdugo, 2 weeks, we'll keep him active. I'm not interested in any offers right now. Let's just get to the end of June. Rodriguez, 1 to 2 weeks, we'll keep him active for right now. And let's just get to July 1st. I'm not interested in any trades yet. Alright, so we're actually playing a lot better than I would have thought we were going to be playing. Let's just clear some of these tags here. Let's go to our rotation again. Sale is just a monster, playing incredible. Rodriguez pitching pretty... Oh, that's right, he's out of the lineup. Rodriguez pitching well. Walden is in to fill in. Evaldi is... Yeah, right, is bloated, as is Santana's and Martin Perez. Although Martin Perez is winning games. It's not a great situation. I mean, we really don't have a third, fourth, or a fifth starter. I honestly feel Evaldi would be a good bullpen. He's a bullpen guy, in my opinion. Brian John. I just have no... To me, I mean, guys with 60s stamina is just not a decent starter, in my opinion. Groom, this is that young kid. Let's swap him out. Let's see what this Thad Ward guy can do. Let's see what he can do. Get him some starts. We'll come back, check his stats. See what he can maybe add. Domingo Tapia. Darwin's and Hernandez. And again, let's just check our AA guys. Maybe there's like some crazy standout player. Connor Wade. He's having a really nice thing. Pitching pretty well, actually. Tanner Hook. Yamata. Yeah, we'll just let these guys continue to develop down here. Adam Luau. Leu. Yes, that's fine. Let's check our lineups again. Yeah, so I mean, our lineup is not terrible. Verdugo's out on injury. You know, let's put Chavis in. I know it's right field, but he's got good defense. I mean, Moreland can play the outfield. All right, let's just switch him and him, just so Chavis can get some playing time with what's his name being out. Continue to Alex Verdugo's no longer injured, so let's stop. Oops. Let's put Verdugo back in. I want him to get playing time. Oops. I'm not going to trade within my own division. Place on bench. So let's go back in here. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take Evaldi out. We're going to drop Santana. We're going to move some of this, shuffle some of this around. No, I'm not interested in any trades right now. And Evaldi is out for 1 to 2 months, huh? Let's put him on the 60-day DL. Fantastic. That's fantastic. I'm not going to call up a reliever. We we have bodies. We have guys that can fill roles, so I'm not worried about that. Workman pitching pretty well. Pitching pretty well. So let's continue to sim. A few days, just a couple of days, which is fine. One of your team's players has been selected. I'm going to guess probably JD Martinez, but we'll skip it. I don't typically play. Alright, let's go in. Moreland is back. Alright, good. Signed draft picks. We did. We signed. I think we signed all of. Did we sign our picks? Oh, I thought we had signed our picks. Ooh. Good thing I didn't forget to do that. Otherwise, I would have lost them to free agency. I didn't realize I didn't do that last time. Okay. Alright. Before we move on here, let's just check our top prospects. I don't think we have anybody here. Tristan Cases. That's right, we do have him. He's up to a 69 overall. Yeah, I don't think we have. I think Thad Ward is a top prospect, but he mustn't be on this list. I just want to check the. Let's view the trade block here. Anybody jumping out? Jonathan VR. 1 year left. Miguel Sano. I would be so tempted to try and trade for Sano, but we want to develop. We want to develop Chavis, and Devers is our third baseman. Sano doesn't have the defensive stats to be an outfielder, so I don't see that as a possibility. Hunter Renfroe, Jameson Tyon. The issue with trying to get him is the fact that he's an A potential. We would have to give up quite a bit to try to bring him in, and I don't feel comfortable to do that, given that we're on the fringe of maybe making the playoffs. Anthony Descalfini. He has really low value. I think we could easily make a trade for him. Monperez has been okay. That's $6 million. I mean, we'd have to move him in order. Mike Schwarn. I'm just looking through here to see if there's a prospect we can give up. It's just not enough. And I don't want to give up Jonathan Ruiz. He's got pretty good defensive stats. Yeah, we have like nothing. We really have nothing of immediate value. I mean, Plawecki is just plain garbage. Just tried. I'm willing to do that deal. We can upgrade our starter. So we'll have to go to free agents. We're gonna need a catcher. Bring in Russell Martin. Just for a year. Alfini in the rotation. A little bit of an upgrade. Keep him active 2 to 3 months. 1 to 2 months. Alright, let's go fix our lineups now that Verdugo is out. So let's put Chavis in. So he's going to get more playing time. Let's go in and put Rodriguez back. Keep him active. Or utilize. I know Sale will go right back where he was. Wow, big trade. Cubs acquire Blake Snell from the Tampa Bay Rays for Anthony Rizzo, Schwarber, and relief pitcher. Two of the big pieces, Anthony Rizzo and Schwarber. Wow. Wow. TJ Chatham on injury. Yeah, we're at 10.5 games out. So I'm not really going to go out there and blow up the team completely. Let's check our stats here again. Let's go to rotation. Sale obviously killing it. Rodriguez pitching well. Walden actually playing all right, making some starts. One of the things I wish they would do under stats is show you the splits if they are traded. So the games that he's started with me and what his record looks like. Mervin Santana, just whatever. He's just a veteran backhand guy. We really don't have a defined. Well, Evaldi is out. Heath Embry's been better. Looks like our relievers are getting a little better. Barnes just not. I mean, the holds are there, but ERA is not great. Brandon Workman shutting him down, closing games. Probably doesn't have a chance to close a lot of games because we're not really winning. He's pitching really well. Thad Ward. Again, I wish they would display their minor league stats. Not bad. Fix our AAA lineups. So trade deadline day. Benintendi, Bogarts is signed. Devers has an extension. JD is here. Moreland most likely is not to return. We will bid him farewell. He's done a nice job here in Boston, but we will bid him a fond farewell. Bod Pedroia still has some contract left. Chavis, remember we gave him an extension. Christian Vasquez is good. Bradley is really... So, do we want to think about trading Bradley? Because I probably wouldn't bring him back. Pilar, he's only got 1 year, but he's playing well. So let's go to trade. Let's go to trade block. I mean, we got Hunter Renfroe. That would be a tough one to swing for Bradley Jr. You just get potential. Michael Taylor, great defensive outfielder, almost like Bradley Jr., but probably a lot of these guys are going to be 1 year. Kyle Tucker, I would bring him in for sure, but against that potential. I mean, we'd have to give up quite a bit to bring him in. Tyler Naquin. I mean, bats left, just like Bradley. Great outfielder. Probably a little bit better of a contact hitter at the bottom of the lineup. I'm going to consider him. I'm gonna try this. Yeah, just what I figured. A culmination of the contract. Yeah, even that wouldn't work. Even that wouldn't work. Even that wouldn't work. Yeah, so anything we really do here, it's not gonna work. I'm trying to be realistic too. I'm just trying not to. I'm trying not to trade with the Yankees. Christian Pache. Yeah, that definitely wouldn't. That's not gonna fly. We'd have to give up quite a bit. I'm just trying to see what it would be. Yeah, it would be quite a bit. Just looking around here. Naquin would be such a nice piece, I think. Hunter Renfroe, I wouldn't be against it, but oops. Yeah. I just don't see it happen. Let's see what we can do if we just offered Bradley Jr. Let's see what we can find for trades. No, I'm looking for a trade partner that's going to offer me an outfielder. At least a decent outfielder that can start. Not Cameron Maben, nope. This is just the boring part, but let's try to find trades that'll work. Smear Pettit, Robbie Grossman, no. Todd Frazier, no. Juan Nicasio, no. Chris Davinsky is actually a really good reliever. Joe Smith. No, I'll keep this one in mind. I'm not a fan of it. I mean, I'd be bringing a reliever, but let's just go through this. I'm trying to go through this quick. Jed Lowry, no. We don't want to reunite with Jed Lowry. Matt Adams used to be a good power hitting first baseman, not so much anymore. Craig Kimbrell, no. He decided to burn us, so we're not bringing him back. No one there. Freddie Galvis. Good defensive player, but Raisel Iglesias. Brock Holt. Jared Dyson. No, he's old now. Cole Calhoun. Cole Calhoun. Used to be good when he was with the Angels. Blake Trinan. Good hard-throwing righty. I wouldn't mind bringing in Blake Trinan, but really $10 million for a salary? No, thanks. We're looking to create some space salary-wise. Right. I want to make this trade because I don't want to lose Bradley Jr. We're going to let him go in the offseason anyway, so if we're going to move him, let's move him now. So I'm going to go back to the Rangers. I'm going to take the Chris Davinsky trade. That upgrades our bullpen, and we get kind of a depth pitcher. I like Davinsky's stuff. I think he can turn it around. We did pick up Chucky Robinson. Really good defensive catcher, huh? Drop him to Double A. Connor Wong's really not doing anything, so we'll drop him. I think we're going to have to finagle our lineups here. So Pilar is probably going to turn into our everyday center fielder. Who's the DH? Oh, he's the DH. Where's Pilar? Okay. Ooh, no. Just trying to make sure. So we could use a depth outfielder. So let's go to free agents. What is Puig? Whoops. Yeah, he wants a long contract. I'm not signing him to a long contract. That's not happening. Scooter Jennett, no. Leonis Martin, nope. Peter Borges, nope. Bringing Cargo. I think he would take that. Yeah, no. He wants a long contract. I'm not signing him. I mean, it's a cheap contract. Listen, we need a depth outfielder. I guess I'm to the 40-man. We'll do the MLB. He's just gonna be a depth outfielder. He'll give us a lefty off the bench. So Davinsky. We'll just keep him there. Middle reliever. That's all we're gonna do. Continue simming. I'd like to get to at least Sea Dogs. Keep on the 15 day. Sorry. Keep active. Grado will auto utilize. CJ Chatham. We'll keep him on the 10-day. Just keep simming here. Chris Sale just off for a few days. Auto utilize Sale. A few days. Chris Sale again. Auto utilize him again. So let's go to standings. Yankees are dominating. Rays are behind them, and we are behind them. ERA is not good. Fielding percentage not great. On base percentage not bad. Our slugging is average, not great. We're not ranked very well. Our contact's pretty good, but we got no power. Pitching is mediocre. Let's just clear some of these like warning attention things. Bogart's having a monster year. Martinez pretty good. Moreland not bad. Pedroia okay. Pilar I think is enjoying the fact that he's playing more. Martin's been a good addition, batting pretty well. 11 games, much better than Plawecki. Maybe Jose Peraza should be getting more playing time, but he doesn't play good against righties. Walden's been starting. Scalfini's been pitching okay. Irvin Santana's been blah. Davinsky's ERA, I think, has improved since we brought him in. Brandon Workman, almost at 30 saves. No big overall changes down here, so I'm kind of surprised. Connor Wade having a monster year. Let's keep going here. Or utilize down Double A. And I think you have to call up and add 28 players, but it hasn't happened yet. Oh, because it's not September 1st. I thought it was. There it is. So we need to add 28 players. We have to add 4 players. You know, I'll add Bobby Dahlbeck. I want Cases to continue to get playing time. So Bobby Dahlbeck. Maybe somebody down from Double A. Jaron Duran. Jeter Downs. We don't have... We'd have to call up an outfielder. And I'm going to call up this... I'm going to add this Duran kid and call him up. So let's call up Fab to the 40-man. Let's call him up. What am I at? 26. So I need 2 more. It's probably going to be pitchers. Let's call up this... Let's call up Bryce and Lennox. We're going to release somebody from... Oh, shit, I just released him. Ah. Remove from 40-man. Remove from 40-man. I'll keep the lefty on. Remove him. Irvin Santana's really not pitching well. What do I need? Lennox. MLB. Bryce. Move to MLB. I think Santana we will move down. Ryan Weber, we'll move him up and just put him in the rotation. Ryan Weber. There we go. Not pretty, but we're going to make call-ups. Just trying to get to the end of the season. Red Sox do not have the minimum number of AAA pitchers. Okay. Sorry, just gonna check out this. rotation. Keep active. I'll utilize CJ Chatham. He's back. Navaldi place him on the bench. So pitching wise, let's send down Kevin Lennick. There we go. Just trying to get to the end of the freaking season. Auto utilize. Wasn't good enough. I knew it wasn't good enough. The Sea Dogs made the playoffs. Okay, we'll keep going. The Sea Dogs won, so they're going to move on. Activate. So Verdugo is back, so that means one of these guys can go. We'll send Duran back down to... Oops. We'll send Duran back down to Double A. Let's get... Oh, Verdugo's not back yet. Keep active. Auto utilize. That's on bench. Did they win? Yeah, Portland won. Our only team to do something. Let's make sure Verdugo is in the lineup. To finish out the year. Want to make sure he's in the lineup. He's in. Yeah, that's fine. Good. Which more in a few days. Wow. Nice series against Baltimore. Sweep. 23, 30 runs to 3. That's pretty crazy to end the year. Let's look at our lineups here. Bogarts had an insane season. Devers, not as great as I thought. I would have expected. Even Martinez, not terrible. Slugging percentage, I wish a little better. Javis, Pedroia, Verdugo, spent that year injured. Pilar played pretty well. Bench was okay. Peraza played pretty well. Pinch, platooning. Mitch Mullen, not bad. Let's look at our rotation. Sale, monster year. Innings pitched, strikeouts, ERA. Rodriguez, strikeouts, pretty good. Marcus Walden, not bad for coming in and taking over as the starter. Not great. Ryan Weber, not bad. Coming up and making 5 starts. Brazier, meh. Bryce, not bad. Hildenberger got better. Heath Embry was pretty good as the season rolled on. Even though his potential is a D. That's interesting. Josh Taylor, not bad as first year lefty. Bensky, not bad. His ERA went down since we brought him in. Workman had a nice year. First year closer, 37 saves. I'll take it. Of course, you can't see their prior stats. So we'll sim to postseason. And then we'll leave it there. Actually, no, off-season, sorry. Get through the postseason. The Dodgers defeated the Twins That's interesting. Your contracts with Red Sox, you need to re-sign coaches. Yep. Qualifying offers. Yep. Retired players. Luke Tendler. Ability. That's fine. Albert Pujols retires. Let's review our staff. So this is where we can get better coaching. So we could go out, make a splash, and bring in Dave Roberts, which I think I'm going to do. He's looking for 2 to 4. I'm going to give him the max 4. I know we're going to have to spend to get him. So we're going to spend to get him. He's the best hitting coach available. So we are going to offer him a deal. We are going to spend to get him. We're going to go up to 2.5. And we need a pitching coach. We're going to get the best one that's out there. We're going to sign these guys 2 extended deals. And let's cross our fingers and hope we get them. So exclusive free agent Brandon Workman. We have cap. He doesn't want a low-term deal. That's a pretty cheap deal. I'm going to put him in the rotation. So he's going to be easily a 3rd, 4th. Let's bring him back. Pilar, I like what he did. We'll continue on a 1-year trend. Let's see if he'll take a $3 million deal. Martin will let walk. Moreland's gone. Lucroy's gone. And Irvin Santana's gone. So, I mean, we don't have any huge contracts, so we could bring Workman back. But I wouldn't want him back. That's probably what I would offer him. 1-year deal. Okay, so we got our pitching coach. We got our manager. So far, so good. 2 huge changeovers. Ken Bong, hitting coach. Alright, so he's definitely still up for hitting coach. We're the best offer. Come on. Took the Reds offer. I don't understand that. Alright, hitting coach. Young guy, but not great stats. Plate vision, power, clutch. Not bad. I'll offer him a 2-year deal. And I'll go 2 mil. Alright. Let's review our stuff again. So we got the manager we wanted, which was huge. Wambaka. He's hopefully going to help our guys get better plate vision, good power, clutch. I'll take it. Good pitching coach. Carlos Fables. Let's look at third base coaches. Any other good third base coaches? So, Dark Raymond, arm strength, fielding, speed. He would probably be. Let's do a 3-year deal. Let's offer him 1.8. Alright, so we're coming in and blowing the other team out of the water. I don't want to let this slip. Pete Walker, no. Reaction, durability, stealing, no. I'm looking at least for somebody with fielding. Anything to help with fielding abilities. Fielding, reaction, arm strength. Yeah, blocking. I mean, he's pluses across the board. Arm accuracy, fielding, durability. Let's do that. Let's offer this guy a deal. Then I think I'll leave it here. I'm going to go through. I'm going to offer contracts. I typically don't offer salary arbitration. Then I'll go in and I'll work out a lot of the minor tender contracts. Is a lot of your minor league contracts or guys' contracts that are not arbitration eligible. So I'll go through all these. I'll get all these contracts hammered out. Let's see what is in here for. We should bring back. Mookie Betts. Put him in center. How epic! How epic would that be? Let's take a look at our lineup. Everybody's pretty much back. We're probably going to continue to platoon Pedroia and Peraza. We're going to pretty much stick with this lineup. It's our center fielder. So we could put Betts in here. Benintendi could probably drop to fifth. You know, I'm speaking hypothetically. Put Betts back in that leadoff spot. So I'm actually going to most likely say that we will be bringing back Betts because this is our world. And in our world, Betts would have stayed a Red Sox for his entire career. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. So 2 years would be 30. So 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Let's give him a player option when he turns 35. And we're going to front load his contract. So towards the end, it's not as expensive. So if we need to move him, so we're going to give him a pretty crazy deal. Pitching, we need badly. We also need to get out from Nathan Eovaldi's contract. So let's go in here. View trading. No, I don't want to view trading block. Make trade. Nathan Eovaldi. Let's just see if we can get anything for him. It's probably not going to be much of anything. I mean, an A potential reliever. So Cleveland Indians, will keep them in mind. If we could find somebody with some position players, that'd be great too. I think we're going to have to just take what we can get. I mean, it wouldn't be against this to bring in Sergio Romo, add a reliever. You know, then we don't have to sign a reliever. I mean, I know he's 38, but I mean, nothing that's really shipping out. A lot of relief pitcher offers. Yeah, nothing that's really. Daniel Hudson, 34, 76 overall, $5.5 million contract. But I mean, we'd be saving like 12, 11.5 mil. We'd be adding a reliever. So Daniel Hudson, Doyle Pappas. I mean, we're getting a little bit of a package there with the Reds. Heath Holder, Ian Desmond. You know, I think I'm going to go for get a utility man, Brandon Crawford or Brandon Belt. But I think I'm going to go reliever here. Let's go back to the Nationals. We will offer that trade. And that gives us Daniel Hudson, who was a phenomenal pitcher in his own right. Way back. Had a good year last year. We only got a year left, so I think it was a good move. So yeah, we're going to need... Oh, there he is. We're going to need 2 starters. But with Mookie Betts coming back, we're not going to be able to splash with anybody huge. Probably take a flyer outside a guy like Michael Wacha, maybe. What does he want? Man, he wants more money than Alex Wood. Felix Hernandez. So we'll have to look at all this. I'm going to offer this contracts, and we'll come back episode 3, finish it off, and then get ready to start season 2.